else. I don't want to hear myself, bro. What are we doing? My bad. Give me 1 second. Doing dumb shit. All right. I gotta start a fucking sound thingy on this shit. Hold on. A sound thingy? That makes a lot of sense, Eli. Give me 2 seconds. What? Oh, hold on. Let me yeah. Yeah, I don't care, man. Go ahead. Take it all. Yeah, I don't care. Take it all. Um anyway. Wait, what was I doing? Ah, fuck. I forgot what I was doing. Oh, okay, multimedia. Sorry, I'm trying to. There's like this new layout for this shit. Um, so I'm trying to. It's not like a crazy new layout. It's honestly not that bad. It's just it's confusing me a little bit. Um, y'all can't hear anything on stream because I'm not allowing you to. I learned how to use my phone for streaming. So I did no dry run of this. I haven't like checked if any of my streaming shit works. I'm just raw dogging this. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. It shows you how fucking lazy I am. Hello to whoever's here, if anyone is here. Um, what am I doing? Opening that. Cool. I hate that this shit has ads now. Give me like 2 seconds. Alright, actually, I'm just gonna close that. And I'm also gonna just close that. Alright, cool. Let me hide this. Right? Alright. So, hello to anyone that's here. I'm actually gonna start that. Y'all can barely hear. That's a good thing. That's all I want y'all to hear. Ain't fucking way. So, let me change off of that to this. Let's not do that. Ew. Hold on. I gotta learn these. way that I can just show the background of my... No, I can actually just pick like a actual background to put here. So we're probably gonna do that. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna find the GIF of some weird shit. All right, not of some weird shit, but you know, you catch my drift. Sorry. I'm so sorry for anyone that joined in on this thinking this shit was going to be like A tier shit. Yeah, that's the background. Media file. That works. Alright, hold up. I'm almost there. And then I can actually start like the start of my announcement. Alright, well that happened. We're not gonna do... Oh wait, sorry. This... I just like... Alright, cool. Alright, let me grab you now. Move me. That is a terrible image. Holy shit. This looks terrible. Hold on. I'm just gonna... Alright, we're bringing it back to this one. Where's the chat box? I actually have zero clue where it is. Alright, I gotta delete those. Alright, cool. So, Pete. Hello, everyone who joined. That's crazy that you can see my bed. Hold up. Doing better. Cool. Beep it. My bad. Anyone who's here still. I'm letting you know that parts of this is going to be turned into a YouTube video. So, hello anyone who is here. Hello anyone who is tuning in. I gotta lower the brightness on that shit. That shit's a little too bright. That's better. It's smacking the shit out of my face. I think I gotta lower it some more. Alright, not turn off. Alright, cool. So, hello anyone that is here currently. Hello anyone who is tuning into this video. This is kind of an announcement video as well as a stream because I don't really care to like differentiate the other two things. Can I move you closer? There we go. Hello again. I'm actually going to be turning this into something that's loud. Turning this into a YouTube video of me learning shit with y'all. Well, not learning shit with y'all, but this is going to be kind of an announcement for a series that I'm going to be doing, as well as something that I'm going to be experimenting with in general. Basically, I've had an idea for a little bit. It's not a crazy idea. It's nothing like new or anything. It's somewhat new, right? I'm kind of taking two ideas and meshing them together. So if you guys have ever watched some YouTube videos of people speed running a bunch of games to get to platinum on PlayStation and shit like that, or getting a bunch of gamer score on their Xbox and shit, this is essentially the same thing, but in a way different, bigger, gigantic, terrifying environment. Basically, maybe I should lower this a little bit more. There we go. Basically, I'm going to be um, starting a series where I try and make it to high ranks in a bunch of different games. And we're gonna take baby steps towards it because I like to start shit and then just quit randomly. Because I just lose motivation entirely. Or something comes up and then it kind of takes away my motivation. Which is not how I want this to go. So there's that, right? Basically, the whole thought process right now is that I'm actually going to be playing a select few games, not really like it's a small amount, and this is kind of an indefinite series. This is something that I'm going to do constantly past when I'm out of ideas and I just don't really care or any of that extra shit. There we go. That's a little better, I think. Let's lower you a little bit more. Yeah. There we go. So basically, I do work. So basically, I'm going to be playing the first game I'm going to be playing currently today that I'm going to not really be playing ranked today because I don't have like the motivation to do so. And if I do have the motivation, it might be ending up towards a little bit later in the day. I should have changed this to a just chatting stream and then did this. I'm thinking of things as I'm walking by. Nonetheless, I'm going to be streaming me playing a bunch of different games. The first one is going to be Valorant, obviously, because we're in a Valorant tab right now on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, we're not in a Valorant tab on YouTube because I kind of suck at planning these things and executing. I just came out the shower. I didn't think my shower was going to be taking 30 minutes, but it did. So, we're going to just be doing a Valorant stream for right now. We're pretty much like zooming in on one game for an extended period of time, and my personal goal is to make it to the highest ranks of it. But I understand that's a little unrealistic, seeing as I'm going to be playing so many different games. So the real, like, kind of, sort of decent goal is actually going to be making it to, like, the second highest, or another step below that, right? So for Valorant, I'll either be making it to Immortal or Ascendant. I would hope to make it to Radiant, but sometimes that's unrealistic. I'm not smurfing. I'm not doing none of that extra shit. I don't care if my friends are trying to play ranked with me on specific games. You're just gonna have to get good at the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are certain games that I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna make it into like a Google Doc, hopefully today before we leave the stream. I probably might start it during this. The first game, Eli, in the future, can you write this down on the screen all the way on the right of me, or right that way, like next to where you see the little writing shit on the wall. Basically, the first one's gonna be Valorant, obviously, because this is the tab that I'm on, and I've been watching a bunch of streams and YouTube videos of people playing Valorant and getting to high ranks on it. The second game is going to be sorry, brain fart. The second game is going to be Overwatch. I suck at Overwatch ranked. That one specifically, I'm going to be playing with friends a lot more. This one, not a lot of people are going to be joining Valorant. Not a lot of people are going to be joining me because most of my friends don't actually play Valorant. Most of my friends play Overwatch or Call of Duty or arcade shooters that don't really have a ranking system, or fighting games, or 2K, or shit like that, right? But my hope is to make it to a high rank in Valorant. My hope is to make it to a high rank in Overwatch. The third game that I'm going to try is, of course, My least favorite game out of these bunches, Rainbow Six. This is in no particular order, but this is like on a scale of 1 to 10 of games that I'm going to be trying to play. Um, that is next. That is something that's going to happen. I'm not going to enjoy my life while playing it. Yeah, that read that comment. That shit is dog shit. Um, I don't want to play that game, but I understand that I'm also some semi decent at it, so I'm gonna have to play that game. So sad, cry, boohoo, all that bullshit, right? Then the next game after that is actually going to be a fighting game. Tekken. I'm really doing a lot of variety. Um, Tekken is another game that I enjoy enough, but I don't really want to play like ranked because the community right now is really bad, like really, really annoying. Like R6, you used to get team killed. Overwatch, your teammates throw. Valorant, your teammates throw, which is a normal occurrence. That shit just happens. Tekken, you either fight and win against someone by doing something that kind of annoys them, or that is technically correct when it comes to how you're supposed to play the game. And then they leave the game and you lose your score that you just fought for. Or they'll start key charging and then teabagging, and then they won't let you run it back, which to me is dickheadish because I'm playing you to play sets. I'm not really playing you for one game and then run away. That shit doesn't make any sense. So that's something. I'm going to try Street Fighter as well. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, but that's something I'm gonna try. Yeah. What's another one? They have other fighting games as well. There's a good variety of fighting games that I'm gonna try. I think it would be easier to pinpoint the games that I'm not gonna play. League of Legends, I am not touching. You gotta be fucked up if you think I'm going to touch League of Legends. I actually would rather not play anything than play League of Legends. Call of Duty. Call of Duty is another one I'm not touching. I'll be fucking damned. I played one ranked game recently, and by recently I mean like a month ago, on Modern Warfare 3. And that was the worst experience I've had in a Call of Duty match ever. We were going against golds, and they were like trying, like their fucking ass off. And I thought they were gods. They weren't gods. I didn't think they were actually gods. I just thought the map was shit, and I didn't understand the game mode enough. But they played like amazing for some reason. But with that being said, I may be like a pub stomper in COD, and that's it. I'm not touching that shit. I'll be damned, actually. I swear, write this down, future me. If I ever touch a Call of Duty and play ranked as a series on this, I need to sell my computer. I'm being so dead ass. I need to sell it. We're not doing that. What's another one? What's another game that Counter-Strike. Now, that one's a little weird. I kind of want to do it, but I also don't. I'm already learning a lot of tech for Valorant, and it's fucking difficult. So to think that there is more tech that I have to learn, even though it's technically the predecessor to this, also CS2 is not very good. I'm not doing it. No, I am not gonna have fun doing it at all. Oh, Guilty Gear Strive is one of them that I will do, and the other one is also King of Fighters. I don't know how to play either of those games, but it'd be fun to learn how to play it. I may rage a couple times. Naraka Blade Point, I'm not doing that. No. I don't know if World of Warcraft has some ranked shit, but I'm not. Anything that is like a top-down strategy-esque fighting game, I'm not touching. We're not doing that. I don't find League cool. I don't find Smite fun. It looks cringe, right? Um, and I know I'm throwing in Rainbow Six Siege into this shit, but it's because I've played the game before and I've actually used to enjoy it, and there's only a satisfaction that I get from smacking a guy in the game. So, little nuance there, but other than that, fuck that. I'm not touching that shit. I'm good. I'm like so good. Any VR game, I'm not doing either. I don't care if Escape from Tavor is like the next big thing. I'm not touching it. I'm not. I refuse. I can't even think of many other games, but that basically like really known or very fun looking first person shooters, third person shooters, and shit along those lines. I will play ranked. Multiverses doesn't count in the fighting section either. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I enjoyed Multiverses, but it's also highly toxic. And it's also just like a game that you kind of just played to get pissed off and then to smack other people who are playing your characters, and that's it. And I'd rather just leave it at that. I'm not touching that shit like on a crazy level. There was another one, Halo. I am doing Halo, although I've already technically done it before, and I can pull up my stats right now to show it. I've made it to Onyx rank. I think it was a low or a high Onyx rank, which is technically the diamond of that shit. Twice. I've made it twice, but I just never played after that because I didn't find like my friends didn't want to continue playing. So I'm not gonna play with randoms, and I kind of have to break out of that shell now. But I'm not doing all that extra shit. And to flex just because I feel like it. I also need to clean my camera. Sorry for this weird ass noise. Halo Infinite Tracker. I also have only played Halo Infinite ranked and R6 ranked. I've done like 1 or 2 placement rank matches last season for Overwatch, and I got smacked tremendously. So yeah, we're cooked on that. I will prove it to you. I will show you all that it's not that hard for me to do that. Oh, I've done it for SWAT and Arena. That's why. Okay. So, sorry, hold on. That didn't pop up. Alright, cool. Hold on. I'm so sorry for these nukes. Give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry. That shit must hurt. Cool. Right? Hold on. Let's hide. Is this real? That's funny, Eli. Let's hide that for 1 second. Right? This is me. This is my Xbox account. Cringe, I know, but this is my Xbox account. Don't know how else to explain it other than that. This is my Xbox account. I can prove it in the future, but I'm not gonna show you anything else other than this is my Xbox account, and yeah, I made it to Diamond 1, which is not the highest rank of Diamond. I've made it to Diamond 1 the highest rank I believe is Diamond 5 or Diamond 3. But I did this one time on controller and another time on keyboard and mouse. So yeah, the way they work is they separate you based on if you play with the keyboard and mouse or a controller. Let me fix this a little bit. Yeah. So there is a slight difference, but honestly, I made it to Diamond 1. That's like the point blanket period of this shit at a very high kill death average or kill death assist. I didn't get many kills. I got a couple betrayals. I think I blew up my teammates once or twice. SWAT. I think this was the last one that I played, right? Yeah, this is the last one that I played. SWAT. Yeah, I was smacking. I don't know what the fuck was happening. We won almost every game except for one, and we lost that game very, very, very wildly. It was the last game, actually. So I could have actually gotten higher, but I didn't snap, and we kind of took it very seriously. No. Was that all the matches? Yeah, no, that was. I was just getting killed, and it was on a weird map that I've only played once. So, yeah, that goes to show. Yeah, we were getting smacked these games back then, but I was doing exceptionally well. Like, wildly well. I've played so many different other game modes on this shit, you know, it's just how this shit is, but this is the only like real true 100% game that I have played and have made it to a higher rank, which we can look up. Right, this is how the rank system works. This is how the rank system works, right? Stop it. So, oh, did they change it? Okay, so they changed it. Previously, it just used to work like, no, like this, right? So there's Diamond 6, which I believe is the highest back then. But even further, like forward past that, Diamond wasn't the highest ranked. It was a high rank. There was Onyx, and that's the highest rank that you can make in there. I placed Diamond, which goes to show some wild shit. There it is. Yeah, this one. Shut up. So Onyx is the highest. That's almost like top 500. I am flashbanged. Holy shit. Holy hell. I am flashbanged like hell. Can I just change screen capture to like, hold on. Screen capture, browser source, add, oh, no, that's not it. I know what that is. That's me getting extra shit. Window capture. Yes. Opera. There we go. Now I can only show Opera, and that's in front of my face. There we go. So move this a little lower here. So it covers the taskbar on the left. That's fire. That's not fire. Anywho, so Diamond, I made it to Diamond 1, which is the lowest diamond that they had at the time. I played the second or third or fourth season, and I made it to Diamond 1 again. Yeah, there's not a, like, if you make it to Diamond 1, you're just good at the game, right? But then once you get past that, you're amazing. Like, once you get up to Onyx, you're like the best of the best. You're like doing like crazy shit. Holy shit, that lowers it. That's badass. Um, so it's really good, but I'm not the highest of the high. It just was like good enough to make it to that rank. Outside of that, we can go through each and every one of these. I'm not doing Fortnite is another one I'm not doing. Sorry, I forgot to say that. We can go to Valorant. Ignore my name. So this is for console. That was last season, technically, or currently this season, right? We've lost every game. Wow. Okay. Above average means climbing. That's good. That's good. I didn't read any of this shit. This is on console, which I will be doing console versions of almost every game, excluding Overwatch. And the fighting games don't count because they're cross-platform. Apex is another one I am doing. I'll explain that later. But on PC, I got nothing. Truthfully, I have not played any. Like, I've ranked that unranked that once. I've played all the way up until my last placement match, and then I didn't play anymore. I have not played anything past this, at all. I played Deadlock, apparently. I've played Killjoy, Sky. This is all on the competitive portion of it. Honestly, this is not at all who I play now, and I'll get to that later. Underrated. These are all my nephew's games. I've played Phoenix, Neon. I've played I'm more of a team deathmatch guy right now. If you look, it's Neon Clove. That my nephew was playing on my account for a little bit. So there's that. But that goes to show what I'm gonna be trying to do, right? I've not played anything on this. I have played some on this, and it's mainly to play with my friends. Outside of that, nothing. I played through that and that one, so I've peaked gold 1 for both. What's this? Damage dealt per round. I made it to B. A rounds win. I'm low, so I deserve gold for that one. Kill assists, survivor traded. Yeah, so every game that I've played so far has been on Neon. I just enjoy playing Neon. We've lost every time. Made it third MVP. Truthfully, I have not played anything else. That's just how it is, alright? Being so truthful. Damn, I switched to Neon and got ass. Holy shit. Same thing goes for R6. I don't know. PlayStation, my name was UIRIZE 212. This used to be my account before it got banned. Overview. It's not showing me any of the seasons. Nothing. I've not played on this account either. And the other one now, my nephew changed my name. That's tough. Retrusive. I think that's me. That's my nephew's rank. All of this is on my nephew's rank. His best was deep freeze, but each and every other time he's made it to bronze, and that's it. Outside of that, if we go past like further down, I stopped playing for a while, and I played 1 season, and I made it to play 2 matches, never played it again. That's that. Apex, I don't even have to look up my shit. I just know that I've never played ranked ever. It's truthfully, I've never played ranked on most of these games whatsoever. Overwatch 2. What is my Battle.net account? 1 second. I'm taking an awful long time explaining this. This is mainly just for the stream, but it goes to show what games I play. UND3F FIN3D. Let's try that again. Ranked on this account. Sorry. Last time I'm doing this. Nothing. Competitive for both console and PC. I can look at my console account in a minute. I've only played Juno and Kiriko. We played that 1 or 2 matches, maybe 3 matches. 3 matches. And lost each and every one of them. That goes to show how well I played this game. I've been playing it for so fucking long. I am bad at this game. If only I could. I don't know. Remember when my Nope. Nope. That goes to show exactly what I mean. But again, same thing with Fortnite. Even though I'm not playing it, I don't have anything here at all. I've like played nothing professionally in any of this at all. Battlefield has a fucking ranked system. I didn't know that. Undefined, I'm not touching. Destiny, I'm not touching. PUBG, it's up in the air. Blood Hunt, I do want to play this game. I forgot what it was actually called. I think it is called Blood Hunt, just flat out. Yeah, Vampire the Masquerade, Blood Hunt. I do want to play this game. Very movement techy, very cool game. But even with that, I haven't played ranked ever. I just played quick matches with my old roommate. So that goes to show it. For Honor is also up in the air. Split date no longer exists. I closed the entire tab. I'm sorry for your ears. Don't do this to me. Alright, cool. But that goes to show. So that's the end of this type of video for you, whoever is watching this. I'm not going to continue on an outro. I'm just letting you know this is what I'm playing. It's on the left side of my screen. Not alive. None of that. None of that. Intermission. There you go. So, boom. End of that. Right? I'm also now, before I actually play Valorant on PC, I'm making this as a guide for myself, and I'm making this as a guide for other people. This also pertains to console. This is to help people play and understand how to aim and what resources to look at for learning how to play Valorant. If my Valorant would open. Speaking of my Valorant, I need to go into creator mode, studio mode. Alright, we just need to go back to intermission, transition, and then we'll go back to live scene, go down to game box. Specify window is a game, dickhead. I don't really know where I'm gonna put myself. Um, make you a little bit better, bigger. Bitch, click off. Thank you. Forgot. Um, move this out a little bit and a little lower. There we go. Cool. Let's check the store. The store's terrible. Very unhappy. All right. So this is a guide to teach newer players, people who have not played Valorant. Is my hand going through the fucking ground, bro? What are we doing? I understand also that no one can see my screen. That's
my ultimate's ready.
Nutty behavior. Transition. So, yes, this is the. I don't want to play as this fucker. This is the part where I teach people as a newer player that has not played Valorant truthfully and as professionally as I wanted to, or has even tried to do so. Right? This is just to teach people how to do so. Right? I spent money on this game, by the way. Right? So first thing you want to understand is that there's two things that we should be learning. Well, there's three things that we really should be learning and doing to be better at this game. Aim is one of them. It's not the highest on the list, but it's decently high. All right, it's high enough on the list. It's like number 2. Honestly, all these go hand in hand, but you have to understand that learning this is something that is a core essential to the game. You need to understand how to aim and how to aim correctly. And aim is not just doing this and shooting at a person. Aim means setting yourself up to take gunfights. So let's say that there is a person over here, right? When I am swinging a corner, I have to understand how to swing this corner. Crosshair placement on the head is a good thing that we have to do, but also not only that, but having a good setup for what we're going to be doing is something. So, you know, when I swing this, it's instantly on their head type shit. Always. That's something that we have to learn. Movement is another thing. I'm not talking about bunny hopping. Movement goes hand in hand with shooting as well. So, when we are swinging a corner, right, this is just like bare minimum of shit that we have to learn. When we're swinging a corner in any of these games that we take, we don't swing a corner like this. Dude's using A and D because this is slower than this. So if I start from right here and I swing this corner fully, let's count how many steps I take and how far it takes for me to aim directly at it. 1 step fully, right? So back here, took 2 steps for me to take that. I move slower when I'm walking with A and D, or sorry, W and D, or W and A, right? Always have, always will, because that's just how movement works. So when we're swinging corners, because we're quicker moving side to side, strafing laterally, it's better for us to do that, right? Third thing is game sense. Picking an easy operator, character, agent, whatever the fuck you want to call them, when you first start the game is something that is going to help you, because you have to understand game sense and how to position yourself, what certain maps are going to look like, how you're supposed to be taking certain gunfights and shit like that. The only way you're going to do that is through practice and studying. Watch Woohoojin or any other high-ranking. Mostly you should be watching like Radiant players play the game, so watching like Sentinels or Genji or any of these streamers will help you get better at the fucking game. It truthfully will. It helps you. If you identify what they're doing and why they're doing it, it makes everything like 10 times better, right? Because then when you get into your games, you will understand when you're rewatching your actual plays, you'll understand why certain things that you did was not a good thing whatsoever. So, if some reason you decide to jump peek a corner and you don't know how to jump peek correctly, you will end up not being good at the game. Like if you don't identify why you're not doing it the correct way, or you're not setting yourself up for success during that, you are going to be bad at the game. And you have to understand how to correct that very quickly. Because understanding and putting into action are two totally different things. But you can't put something into action without knowing. Alright? So, we're going to start off with aim. Aim Labs is your best friend. Going into deathmatch is great as well, but Aim Labs is actually your best friend. I am going to open Aim Labs to show you exactly what the fuck I mean, right? Yes, I'm opening it while playing Valorant, don't care, right? And streaming, but it is your best friend for a couple of reasons. If you have an incorrect sensitivity, because a lot of streamers like to tell you, oh, don't use this sensitivity, oh, don't use that sensitivity, oh, don't do this. If you go into Aim Labs for free, there is a thing that tells you after a series of tests your EDPI. And I have been using this DPI for a minute amount of time. It is such a, it's like, I've been using it for a minute. I've been using it for a couple of months. Stop loading me into fucking Aim Labs. Let me actually play this game while I sit here and wait for Aim Labs to open, right? I've been using this sensitivity for a while. I run on 1600 DPI. And my sensitivity right now is a 0.278. And flicking feels so smooth for me. It's insane. It's just like I'm missing shots right now because I'm not fucking warmed up. But truthfully, if I sat here and I did all this for hours, I'm making sure I get these shots off. But it's such a, it works. It fucking works like magic. Chef's kiss. I got my nephew to do the same thing. His is way higher than mine. We're gonna fix his again because he doesn't think his is correct. Do like 2 tests because that's what I did. I didn't trust it at first, so I did 1 test. I didn't understand the test, and then I did it a second time. After the second test, butter. Every shot feels good. I feel like I'm moving with my crosshair the correct way, bro. Like, oh my god, everything feels fucking smooth. Movement feels smooth. Flicking feels smooth. Like everything, butter, right? On top of that, Aim Labs does have some very good tools on there that can help you actually like get better at aiming and all that shit. So like, you know, going to play, if you play ranked on here, you can actually get way better at aiming when it comes to flicking, tracking, and switching. It will tell you your score. It will give you tips. It will sit here and work with you to get you better at shit. And if it's, you need like a routine and everything, if you go to play and you go to training, they have other people's routines on here. And even playlists that you can make yourself that will make things butter, right? So sitting here and like if we just go to featured, right? Most people like to do Grid Shot Ultimate because, you know, it teaches you flicking, it teaches you the correct way to it teaches you flicking and gets your reaction time a lot better. Butter. Ow, what the fuck just bit? But it's such a good tool that you can use, right? And I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not high rank at all. I would like to see all ranks. There we go. I'm like middle. Dead set middle, high middle. So right here, almost up to the higher ranks of it. But there's that. And not only that, when you do a thing here, like one of these, you can actually rewatch your video, like the entirety of your little session there, and it will replay you doing this. I don't know if this was me All I know is this. This could be my nephew. That's not me at all. That is the exact opposite of me. Right? I'm trying to sit here. It doesn't show it for me. But if you do play one and do the entirety of this thing, it works like a charm. And you don't have to do this all day, every day. You don't have to slave over this like it's your fucking 9 to 5. But it's a good thing to sit here and do this for a while as a warm up and then get directly into it. I'm not saying just grid shot, but you can sit here and do like go down here reactive tracking, which is something that you do need for Valorant as well. Almost every one of these you need for Valorant. You can do tracking, you could do perception, you can do like cognitive, so like audio shots is one that helps a lot of people, especially when they're sitting there and trying to play something, like get better at listening to audio cues and reacting to it and flicking towards it and shit like that. Excuse me. Audio shot is a really good one. Decision shot is a good one. Basically all this does is it gives you two, you shoot one ball, it's like a spider shot. Shoot one ball, color, you have to shoot the same color. So it gets your brain working while you're also working on your flicking. This guy is slow, but you can go here and look at some people. Can I just watch myself? Hold on. Like, what is my name on here? I don't remember. But yeah, I wish I could actually sit here if you replay mine, right? I believe this is my last one. Coming. Like, 1 second. My bad. What was I saying? But yeah, you can rewatch your own things. I don't think this is me specifically. No, it is me. This is my nephew. Well, this wasn't my nephew. This was me going really slow so I can understand how to do it a little bit better. But there's so many different things on here. And for that thing that I was talking about, for you to get your, whatever the fuck, if you go to, hold on, universal sense? No. Hold on. Valorant Training Center? Oh. You can actually... Oh, okay. So if you decide to spend money on this, which I'm not going to do, if you really want to take it that seriously, you can. It's also things that people talk about. I'm trying to find this shit because I remember seeing it play. I think you have to do an aim training thing before you can actually touch it. So just for the fun of it, I guess, if this is my sensitivity, hold on. This is my sensitivity. I'm We'll do a decision shot on stream because fuck it, why not? Right? Don't really want to do this. Anyway, I don't think I did. Oh, apparently I did well. Don't care. But there is some insight things like this is how it usually goes. Reaction time was very slow. It's never really that slow. Universal sends guiding you towards the range you consistently perform the best at. Play the task at least 10 times with the. So I don't know if they changed it to where you actually have to pay for it. I don't know if it's free off rip anymore. But it used to be, at least. Analyze, advance. My bad. Analyze. Back to menu, basic. Flick optimizer. It used to be, yeah. So I think they changed it. So maybe if you did, is there a free trial? I guess you could do like a one-time thing. And just get your sensitivity here, either that or just play with it. It doesn't matter really. But this truthfully did help me when I did it. Like I deadass got in here. You can do this flick optimizer too. Don't do that. It really did truthfully help me when I did this. Aim Labs is your best friend. Cool. I'm gonna give you some groundwork as well. To also, if you're not gonna do aim labs, which I don't blame you, just to understand how to at least set yourself up to be better at it, because you can learn how to aim while playing aim labs. This game too, it helps you a lot. Every time I don't even use aim labs as much anymore. I really just hop in here. I'm not setting up a routine, but I am going to set up how you actually take corners and shit. So obviously the strafe moving left and right is a very good thing to do. Second thing is understanding this. Calm the fuck down. Calm aim is something that has been talked about for a while now by a bunch of different streamers. And it's true. If you sit here, right? I'm gonna get rid of you. Get out of here. Right? If you're just trying to kill this guy, right? Flicking and shooting is not it. See, I'm going to aim here and flick directly to him, right? That's where I flick to. I'm being so serious. Flick. That's where I flick to. Flick. That's where I flick to. Flick. That was the first time that I flicked actually to his head. I've under-flicked it. I over-flicked it. I over-flicked it. I had it right here and then moved over slightly. But if I sit here in every gunfight that I'm taking, you know, I'm stressed out. Like, I'm peeking a corner over here, right? Let's say I'm peeking this, right? And I see this man, right? Flick. Right? Flick. I'm always going to shoot here, which is not even head height, and it's not on him. Calm down. When you flick, readjust your aim, fire. Flick, readjust, fire. Learn how to do that slowly. If you are ever doing something, this is a general learning tip. If you are trying to learn how to do something at all, start slow. You are not going to be the best at it in 10 days. If you want to get better at it, you start slow and you start getting there, and to the point where you can just sit there and flick everything like you're 10, man. Or you can just sit there and do something like playing guitar, you get quicker. How many times do you think that your favorite drummer has sat there and went slowly on different songs just to get to where he is now? That Sebastian guy or Sebastio guy that fucking does like double kick pedals and it's like the quickest and most on point thing. He practiced the fuck out of that. He spent years just sitting there and doing the same thing on beat to a metronome for hours. The same thing is with any game. If you are learning to take angles or come out of angles in games, you go and learn how to do it slowly. It all starts with the building blocks. Always. Always. Never sit here and think, oh. Because if I just sit here and I flick to each and every person as slow as I can go, my headshot percentage goes up. I get my kills quicker or better to the point where I can sit here and do baba, you know, baba, right? You sit here and you get to that point. You will get a lucky shot, and that is not what you want. You want to be consistent. Consistency starts with being slow and learning how to put your fucking blocks together and learn your ABCs the correct way. You don't just start going into fucking complex words like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all right? You don't learn how to spell that off, right? You learn how to spell cat, then you learn how to spell dog, and then you learn how to spell and then you learn how to spell your name, and you do that entirely until the point where you can sit there and understand how to spell the word concord, C-O-N-C-O-R-D. You can learn how to do that by just understanding the building blocks, okay? So slow the fuck down. You are not in a race. You are 15 trying to be the GOAT at Valorant. It is not happening in a year. That is why I'm doing this series. I'm learning to play a game as slow as possible to be good at the game. I'm hoping within a year or two to be at least a diamond level, maybe an ascendant level. I feel like I'm already gold, but I haven't tested that in this at all, right? Aiming is not going to come naturally. You have to understand how to do everything the correct way, because understanding how to play these things correctly will teach you everything. Right? That goes into the next segment. When you are peeking someone or you're swinging someone, slowly. Adjustments always happen. You sit there and do this enough, you will be good enough at the game to sit here and just smack. Alright? You will win your aim duels. So calm down, right? And then go slow. A good tool that I did, and it worked on my nephew as well when he was trying to play it and he doesn't have a computer. I give the enemy 2 seconds to try and kill me as I'm moving. And then when I'm finished with those 2 seconds, I shoot him. So, let's say, hello sir, I need you to come over here, right? Let's say he is shooting at me, right? Let's say I swing from this angle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 Mississippi 2, 1 Mississippi 2, 1 Mississippi 2, 1 Mississippi 2, Mississippi, 1 Mississippi 2, Mississippi. And I do that over and over again because it gives me the time to adjust. And then slowly you can lower the time. 1 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. You're not going to be a robot. You're not going to hit every shot. Just understand that you have to get close to hitting most of the shots. You have to be good at that, right? That goes for console as well. Calm the hell down. I already told you movement plays a part. Hygiene. Woohoojin told me this. Not me specifically, but he makes videos on these all the time. He's a Valorant streamer. He does this all the time. Understanding distance from when you should be taking certain shots, right? So if this man, we're gonna come all the way over here, right? This is specifically designed. What the hell? Oh, all right. So all these just say 5. I don't know why, but understanding how to do this correctly, right? 9 meters. 10 meters. Cool. 10 meters now. We're 10 meters from the center. This spray, right? I think it actually is, if you're close enough to the person, anything within this range, right? If you're like right nose stuffing, or if not, here, almost all these shots while doing this. So if the man is barrel stuffing you, bitch, move. That goes with the Vandal, the Spectre, any of that shit, right? If it's up here, tap. You initiate your normal duel, but if you miss enough shots, man, just sit here and crouch. Basically, it's a tap and a strike, right? You can also do a little movement into it because you're making yourself a harder to hit target, and yeah, that's something that's just gonna happen, right? Next thing, right? Further away, you initiate an aim duel. Always be 2 tapping, by the way. Don't 1 tap, you're not 10s. 2 taps. Always do this, right? So, if you're far enough away, I believe it's around 20 meters. And always experiment with different directions. It will fucking help you tons, man. Just do that, right? And if it's anything further, I think it's around 30 actually, 30 meters like this. You really shouldn't be doing this. You should be ADSing. ADSing does not make you a scrub. It slows you down a little bit, but you can always do just like that. Helps you so much more. But always also experiment with your movement. If I'm in a fight against this guy, tap. I go left twice, I go right twice, I go left 3 times. Crouching and all that shit, right? That shit works. But understand that you have to learn how to do a 2 tap. Sidewalks and all that shit. If you sit here and learn how to, you know, walk further, it will help you so much more. Just calm down with that. Third thing, also making your side steps very clean. At the top right, I don't know if you can see it. It's like right next to. It says shooting error, right? If you're not blind. Where it says shooting error, the blue means that whenever you are shooting, you have moved, which disrupts your aim as right? If you are not moving, full orange. Just give it a second to adjust, it'll go back down. So if you move and then hit one of those, it'll adjust once it loses that first blue line. So what you're aiming for is full orange, always. If I'm strafing, you don't want any blue. And the blue matters if I'm in a fight against this fucking guy. Another thing, learn how to spray correctly. I believe the first 5 shots are not crazy RNG, but I sit here and do this way more than you fucking think. When I see my gun move in a certain direction, I can track it, right? All that shit, man. It's like not rocket science. You just sit here and understand how to spray correctly, so that when you're getting into a fight and you want to spray transfer. So again, as I said, around like 10 meters, 15 meters, right? If I want to spray transfer, it's a easy thing. that's like the general rule when it comes to learning how to aim. Just be calm. Um, Sometimes it's a mechanical error. Just understand that you don't have to be going quick as shit each and every time. I played Neon because I enjoy to play this character, and it's very fun. But my entire time isn't me just being quick the entire, like, all 24 hours of the fucking day. I'm not gonna rush my shots. I do weird flicks, and that is something that I need to work on. Like, I'll sit here and then do this sometimes, and it's my brain telling my hand, no, that was incorrect, subconsciously. So I need to work on that. Just be very precise with it. But if you see, every time that I'm fighting against something, I'm setting my crosshair up for something. So again, it's right there, right? I'm always aiming at a specific height. And when I stop swinging, it doesn't have to be here. If I continue walking, it's an adjustment. Cool? Cool. It's like clockwork, right? Find your favorite operator, have fun with the game, and just play it, man. Like, you're not gonna be the next fucking tens in a couple of months, bro. You're not gonna be the next saucy, alright? You're not doing anything related to that. You're not Benji. You're not fucking good at the game, so learn how to be good at the game, okay? Sometimes it's a mechanical thing. Maybe you're not having your posture correct. Maybe your grip on the mouse is something that you're not supposed to be doing. You know, maybe it's something that you're used to, but it's actually hindering. You know, maybe you're supposed to be holding your grip in a claw, but then have your wrist hovering so that when flicks are there, everything, you have way more stability over it and all that shit. It helps with flicking. Like right now, I'm flicking with it, and my wrist is dead ass sitting above where the contact of the mouse pad is. Same thing goes for console, man. Understand how to hold your controller correctly. But this is a general rule of thumb, because, and especially for console, because you don't have the ability to just do this, man. Like, this isn't a thing that you could just fucking do, right? You literally move in such a linear and slow moving way, and also it's your rotation speed usually starts like this and then picks up. So you're at a disadvantage already, and you're not playing on console against PC players, but understand that you have limitations. I can't just flick from here to here, right? I can't just do this and then flick right there. That's something you can't do on console. So if I take this fight, reposition while aiming over here, and then take my shots, you know, you can flick, but you're not like that, man. All right. But some things, don't listen to what people say about that type of shit. A lot of people tell you that aim, you have to have it at a low sensitivity. But if your sensitivity is comfortable at being high, I'm 1600 at 0.278. I am above the highest, right? Most people are 0.0 something. Some of them are point something, but they have like a 500 DPI. That shit doesn't matter, okay? If you are accustomed to a specific sensitivity, then that's your sensitivity. Because technically, this is quick for fucking Valorant players. This is a high sense for Valorant players. I can do 3 full rotations with my sensitivity being like this, right? Not full rotations. Like, let me aim here. I'm going all the way from the left of my mouse pad to the right. Almost a full 180. Sorry, almost a full 720. I ended up here. I'm literally about 45 degrees from one spot. Like, my sensitivity is high. But if you are accustomed to high sense, technical Valorant high sense, who the fuck cares? Okay? You're not gonna, you shouldn't force yourself to learn a separate sensitivity if that's not what you're accustomed to. If you are missing shots very consistently, and you are very nervous and anxious, and your flicks are always very twitchy, then drop your sensitivity mad low, and lose basically your old sensitivity, and then just regain a new one. Basically, just learn a new one, and then go do that little test bullshit again, and then you'll end up having a new sensitivity that it should be relative around. Okay. I was before this at 1200 DPI at 0.478 or 0.401 or some shit like that. You're gonna have to do what is accustomed to you. You can't just copy tens and shit. You can't just copy all these content creators and all these shit. There are certain things you can copy from them. You can't just copy their whole like shebang, right? After that, get into some matches. Start with death matches. I do team death matches personally. Death match does work very well, but you know, get accustomed to it. I've spent an hour explaining the same thing, but yeah, it's not that difficult. Everybody misses every once in a while. This shit. Like, don't take it too seriously. If you have fun, you're gonna be doing so much. Alright, 20 is not bad, see? But taking your time really does help. Yesterday my highest was 28. But just doing this and getting accustomed to it, going into your matches, playing with your friends, having fun, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to teach you how to play Valorant, but I want you to understand that aiming is not that difficult if you're going to be taking those. Understanding positioning for how you're supposed to be taking fights comes with you watching videos and you playing the game. And if you don't sit there and re-watch your videos, you're missing out truly. I have so many different videos of me playing the game that just shows me what I did wrong at times, right? Like I'm dead ass about to pull up one right now. That's going to show you exactly the type of shit that I'm like actually doing to understand how to play these fucking things. So we're gonna change. We're gonna hide you. I'm showing one clip of. Well, I'm actually gonna show like one or two. Where is it? Okay, this way. Right. So this is my. This is the same thing that I use my. Where is it? Put all the colors on my mouse and all that shit. Why is it? Boom. Sorry, hold on. Cool. There we go. Right? This is the same thing that I use to, you know, change the colors on my mouse and all that shit. So everything that flicks on here is the same thing that my shit is popping up with. It didn't show that whenever I tap something, red pops up here. It just shoots red across my whole thing. It's very badass, right? But this is also where I record my gameplay. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna mute audio on my computer because some of these are loud and some of these have nothing to do with it. But to show you what happened, ignore all these other clips. This is me a month ago playing Valorant. I'm going to play the full clip from beginning to end, right? That's where I started. Alright? And I can sit here and explain what I'm doing crazy incorrectly right now. Right? First off, even though this is a deathmatch, I'm not calm whatsoever. Right? Sit here. Flick, 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 flick. Killed him, though. I calm down when I actually get my sights on someone. Outside of that, I'm not calm. Like, I get here, I flick back to make sure I don't see anyone, but again, I'm flicking scaredly. Now, if I'm running into this area, I'm gonna get shot if someone was there. And then I flicked twice. Killed him, because I heard him and all that shit. Killed him. Same thing. Because I was so scared, right? I ran in here, killed him. I could have reloaded here. I did. 1, 2. Reloaded in the middle. I didn't need to reload here. I could have taken the next fight, backed up, and shot. But that's how scared and precautious I am whenever it comes to this. See how many times I die in these clips. Took damage because I'm anxious. Don't know what I'm looking at. I could have just sat here, aimed at this, aimed at here, or looked right to see if someone was going to fucking crazily pop out on my right side. But I'm being terrified. Right? It's just like the entirety of this clip is me being paranoid and not calm. Got him. So, like, my aim is on point because of the sensitivity. And I understand to calm down when I get into a fight, but I don't understand to calm down when I'm not in a fight, which is why every time I get into a fight, I die. Because I'm always doing something precautionary to what I should be doing. That was a crazy, like, insane flick that I didn't think I was going to hit. But that's the entire clip. You're not going to be the GOAT. I'm totally different now from what I was back then. Like, totally different. My aim is a lot more refined. I'm more calm when I get into it. If I die, I'm still pissed off, but I'm not like crazy all over the place. Right? And this is Steel Series. You can take this. That's nuts. Wow. You should download this whether or not you have a Steel Series account. I record in 1 minute. Why? Because I want to see what I'm doing wrong. I have enough space for it. It's just so much easier for me to just check these and just go over it. Right? Some of these clips aren't me. Some of these are my nephew. There's no real way to differentiate these clips besides looking and seeing if one's Reyna and which one's Neon or Clove. But you can see the difference in the way he plays. Like this one, he only gets 1 kill. He knows one is there. Kills him. He's so much more calm than me. And it's the truth. Because his brain isn't thinking about 30 different things at the same time. So his aim is to the point of where it has to be. Like, if I have to, all he needs to do is get used to playing PC games, and he's so much better than me on that point. I won't admit that to his fucking face, but it's the truth. And if he stopped aiming at chest level, but he has no anxiety. He's from point A to point B. But you can see he's adjusting his aim according to how he needs to. He's pixel holding even though he has no reaction time for that. Right? Come in here. Spray, shooting at... Another thing he does weird. His shooting is not on point. This is a good range to spray. It's an okay range to spray. He should have just initiated the gunfight and then maybe did that. But he tap fires as his spray. But you can see. I I think he kills this guy. No, he sprayed from that distance. But you can see that his is different than mine, and because he's so much more calm. Consistently more calm. So reaction time is okay. It's not nuts, but he watched him. He didn't fight him. He decided to spray someone down. So he's calm except once he gets into the fight, which is the exact opposite of me. I'm worried about 10 different angles because I don't trust my teammates. Right? He lost that. Killed him, but dies here. But you can see how calm and like he is when he's getting into the phase. But then once he gets into that fight, it's wraps. So understand that you're not gonna be the GOAT of everything. How do I transition? That's terrible. Nope. There we go. So there's difference. Just gotta understand the difference, right? Check the store again. Terrible. Outside of that, that's the end of the video. I'm actually going to play Valorant now. I'm going to go into a team deathmatch or a deathmatch. I'm going to go into a deathmatch. But this is going to show you the difference in trying to understand how you actually take your duels and all that shit. It's totally something that you should be like taking into consideration. Watch videos, man. It's not that difficult. Also, practice on different weapons. I forgot to say that. Don't just continuously practice on Vandal. It's not gonna help you each and every fight. Like, you see the difference? I'm not doing W swings. I'm much more calm than most of the other people that I'm fighting against. So, therefore, I'm going to be doing that. And I'm going to demonstrate it. Peep this. Alright, he got that. He won that too. I was going to demonstrate it, but I guess these people are actually like good at the game. Someone shot at me? You saw that? That was like a full strafe to the left. Or to the right. One Mississippi too. You can see though, it takes them so long to actually shoot at you. You're not going against the best players of all time. I shouldn't have crouched there. But identifying your problems. Ooh. I knew he was going to be there. I almost hit him in the head. I didn't realize he was going to be forward. So he understands crosshair placement. So does he. Oh, I had it on his head, but I adjusted incorrectly. I should really just initiate the aim duel there. I was out in the open. I lost that. That was just bad aim. Oh, there was a person there. It was a good spray. It just I moved. But that shows you the consequences of just flicking and shooting and not adjusting. There's like so many different sounds. I wasn't ready for the angle. It's just sitting there. I heard him move too. I knew he was going to be sitting there. It's just I didn't. Sometimes it's better to just initiate the duel than actually flicking around or ADSing. Let me just scale up. I practiced that. Short steps are something that I take a lot of. Man, the minute I look away. COD timing. I tried to spray. I knew he was going to swing. I just didn't do the correct thing. Alright. I shouldn't be ADSing there. I shot 3 and moved. He held an angle. I win this, matter of fact. Man, I really want that fight. But there you go. I wasn't high. Then again, it was my first game on. But you can see the difference in that. And if I check my Steel series, let's hope that it actually captured any of it. You can learn that 90% of the shit that I said in there, sorry, a good portion of the shit that I said, it didn't clip it at all. Which is kind of weird. It does this sometimes. That's stupid. But yeah, okay. I think I understand why. There we go. I don't need to see my screen. I just need to see most of chat. There you go. So you can see the difference when I have to actually my computer optimizes so any background task that it's not being focused on, it just kind of doesn't work. Um, but you can see the difference. It's like a clear as day difference. If I could watch back on it, it's a clear as day difference. And again, also understand this: you're not gonna do great every time. I got shit on this one, like really bad. Same with this one. Some of these I'm just like getting smacked, and I'm just on the winning team, so I'm really not contributing anything. But I'm like low on the list. So there's always a difference. Like sometimes you'll smack, sometimes you'll be really good and still lose. The whole point is to understand what you're doing correct and what you're doing incorrect, and have fun. Have as much fun as you can. You're not gonna be the next fucking player, high-ranking player, as if you don't apply yourself to it. So don't worry about it. You're none of these guys. You're not gonna be any of those guys. Not for a really long time. So just sit here, queue up your deathmatch, queue up your team deathmatch, understand your positioning, and ball. Okay? And the reason I do team deathmatch is just because I get to use my abilities, so I get to understand at times when I need to use them and when I don't need to use them. And Neon is not an easy character to learn. Very movement based. Some of her shit is like an equalizer for you and the other team. You really have to find points where you can use something that is actually going to be beneficial to you. Ooh, you got it. Go ahead. Cool. Understand something that's beneficial to you. That's just how you have to do it. You're not gonna be amazing at everything that you touch. Sometimes you'll get really good and then get hard stuck, but the whole point is for you to know what you're doing incorrectly, learn what you're doing correctly. Don't be scared to have to use YouTube or make specific plans and shit like that to be better at the game. It's true. If you want to get better at the game and you want to have fun while doing it at the same time, but play at a high level, use the tools that are there for you. Play with good players. Go to Discords, even though I don't do that myself. Go to chats. Go through all this extra shit for you to be able to do really well. Because sitting here and letting yourself fail is not going to help you. Alright, if you don't want to be good at the game, why play the game? See that? Calm now down. I didn't rush any shot there. It's just I didn't move either. Oh, I tapped them too. Bro, how the fuck do I play this and I get into a fight against someone who's fucking ran away? No one's playing. Stinger is nuts. had the bulldog is nuts. Oh, I crouched. I thought the shot was coming exactly when I crouched. I think I picked up my crouch. Two people holding a side is nuts. Sorry, hold on. Let's start by doing this and this. Alright, I gotta get back in my bag. Oh, I almost had him too. Alright, I'm tired of it. Take these fucking fights. Have confidence as well. Got killed by a bat. Ah! I tried to smoke it out. On accident, too. I got sprayed through a wall. Now it's time to cook. You won't swing that. You really won't. You ran all the way back. I ran out. I knew I should have reloaded. Like you just... We gotta stop peeking together. Like really slowly together. I panicked a little. I panicked a little. I should stop going that way. She's gonna swing around that left side. I'm gonna learn to reload. I got aim punched. See? You won't peek out. You a bitch for real. Being a weirdo. See that? Swing off of him. Raina popped up as soon as I was in that fight. I shouldn't have ADS. I panicked a little. reload just to have extra ammo. Oh my god, I should have just reloaded. But you get to see, like, there's so many different things that you use your brain for. When you calm down, you actually use your brain for a lot of things, right? Like, I ain't get top. I don't care. I had a lot of fun that match. I was close to the top, right? It was like so much that I was doing during that round that just made everything so much like more fun to do, like just to sit there and watch. Where like I'm gonna do this just to get y'all in the habit of it, right? You couldn't even hear the game. That's how nuts this shit was. Have confidence as well. I lured everything down from me, but you can see like there were times that I had confidence. You can see the flicks; they were not rushed. It was a flick, and then I readjust and I get into fights. Like, look, get here. I rushed that one mainly because I know he was watching the angle. I'm still a little terrified of when I flick or like I approach an angle and someone's there. But you see, I got panicked. I fat fingered a button. I meant to hit R so that I can reload and attack that fight. You could see the entirety of the game. I was playing with like a sense of a presence. Oh, I tapped him. Right? Like I was playing there with full confidence that I was gonna win every fight, or that I'm trying to win every fight. I never moved my crosshair from where I thought that they were gonna be or where I last saw them. I always stood there and held it. I lost that one because I rushed a few of my shots there. You can see some of these fights that I got into. I just didn't do nothing. You know, swing on him, 2 health. I saw that I had 2 health, so I wanted to just like chill down. And I knew I was going to lose a life at some point. But you play it with such a presence. You play it with such a so much confidence that you're going to win every fight. And it's going to work. It truthfully will sit there. And it will work. It will sit there and teach you that what you are doing is
and letting yourself fail
correct.
is not gonna help you.
Right? That's just how this is. You can see it. First fight, confidence. I felt in my soul I was winning that one. Swung him. Missed the first shot. It was a rush first shot. I thought I could like just get a little good one in there. But you see that I tapped, strafed a little bit to the right and left to see if I got that kill. Readjust. Hit the first one in the body, but then you saw I quickly adjusted straight to the head. Like, it's confidence, and it's also calming the fuck down. You're going to die. Like, bro, like, you get pissed off at the fact that you are dying. I died 15 times. It's like this guy died so much more, right? You just gotta play like you're meant to be there. Point blank and period. So, yeah. gotta keep on. Man, I fucking hate this sometimes. Is live? Yes, it is. I gotta delete some of these little things here. I wish my friends were playing or enjoyed playing Valorant, but none of them do, so therefore I don't play with them. Like right now I'm looking at their chat, all they're doing right now is talking, probably playing the new beta for Call of Duty, and I just don't find the Call of Duty game fun. So, it's just how you have to play. I'm gonna continue doing these team deathmatch matches. Until I feel confident. The last thing I'm gonna do for the stream, which will end soon, mainly so I can just chill out. It's the last day before we start. I'm not giving myself a streaming schedule. I'm just gonna be doing this whenever I feel the need to. Today isn't gonna be starting the rank climbing. I'm gonna work on 2 videos. Clove, Neon, because I want to learn her. But once you start learning the basic fundamentals of the game, basically, just kind of learn how to play the game correctly. After that, understanding timing and all that shit comes way later in your life, and it will just be a part of game sense. You don't even have to think about it at that point. Some people will explain it. Sometimes don't worry about it, bro. This water bottle has been empty the whole time. I'm still just gonna keep sipping water. Like, we're going against a Twitch streamer, apparently. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to have fun. We're probably going to lose this one, mainly because, you know, confidence. But we're actually just going to work on that right now. I hate this map as well. I thought I clicked him. Or killed him. I like fucking just. Now I'm thinking about other things while I'm playing. And this is the part that happens. Sometimes you just end up having to roll with the punches. I'm not very adjusting my aim. That was just a bad one. Holy cow. See? Sometimes you'll just have a bad one. It's alright. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about you. Peek now. Rushing shots again. I got swung by a clove on the other side. There we go. I just need that one. I need one to get back in. Clove is just going off for no reason. Holy shit. skin or this ball. That was a bad one. I held an on angle. I flicked too far. That one was one that I should have ADS. I'm not compete with them. Like, I just don't know which angle I want to fight. Oh, I had too far right. Just a little bit. I hit him in the deck. Sometimes I rush my shots. Just gotta play with a little bit more confidence. Man, I'm just in like every fight here. He swung right into him. If I would have just calmed down for a second, I held that shit. I just want him to swing. He's not going to, though. I really should have won that one. Holy shit. Double swing. Yeah. That was just perfect timing in my head. Sometimes you just lose. That's just how it is. We just got better players. You know? That's just how life works. That's just how life works. We got absolutely bodied. 38 and 20. I don't know who this is. Yeah, my guitar. It seemed like it was almost like a full stack. But bottom is nuts. Not again. We gotta work on that. So I'm doing it one more time. Matter of fact, because no one else is really here and watching me, we're going into a practice raid. We lose one, we go back and fix the problem, go into another one, and that's it. I'm probably gonna stop streaming around 4:30, mainly because I don't really want to stream much today. I just really wanted to sit there and announce that I'm gonna start trying to do a stream. Well, an actual little mini series in general. Most of this is going to be turned into a video. I'm going to try and get to it today. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how I feel currently. But yes. Oh yeah, another thing. This is going into the same video. Make sure you aim with intent. Right? If I'm or do anything with intent. If I'm holding this angle, right? I'm waiting for someone to swing here. I'm holding it with an intention that I'm going to kill this man. Like, entirely. If this guy here swung, right? I'm holding this angle with the intent that someone is going to pass by it and I'm going to kill him. If I swing with the intent that I'm going to kill someone. That's just it, man. Like, swing with intention. Everything has an intent. If I'm throwing this down, it has an intention. If I'm throwing this down, I have an intent. It has an intention, right? Also, a good thing to practice while you're also in practice range. I do this every time I get on. I go and do the shooting range. I use a bunch of different weapons. But then I come over here and I just practice. Sorry, I shoot this, and then I practice b-hopping places, switching off of it, and then going to knife things. So just sit here and do this entirely. If I fuck up my combo, it doesn't matter. I'm not really here for the combo. It's just to get used to jumping where I intend to be, right? So that I can understand it. If I keep the combo going, then that's fine. Like, that's all I do the entire time. I come up here, b-hop, 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 b-hop. And then I find corners that I would normally see in some other maps, and I try and get across it. Like here, I still don't know how to do this one. I think I gotta like clip it right at the edge, and then crouch jump up onto it. Right? Damn. Yeah, I almost got it. So it's like a slight one here, then out, and up I go, right? But you just do that for most of the time as well. Another thing you should try and do is learning specific jump spots in specific maps. Like Icebox is a way to get onto these. I don't know call outs for them, but you know, it teaches you a bunch of shit. Sorry, I'm just a custom game. Might as well because I only got like 5 minutes any fucking way. I might play one more before calling it quits, but guess who I'm playing as? Alright, pause game timer and all that shit. This is shit that you should learn, especially if you're trying to get to the next level, and if you're playing movement characters and characters that don't really entirely need movement. Like on here, you don't need a movement character to do specific jumps, like coming from here to heaven. Right, that's one thing. Going back to heaven, I suck at this one over here, but you know, I can do it over here, right? I guess I can't. It's just, this one is just the hardest one for me. Right? Yeah. I can do it, it's just not as consistent. But you can do it. It's a very good thing. Coming up to here, jump. I missed it. I think I gotta crouch buffer it. Nope. 1 second. What am I doing? Sorry, I know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I do gotta crouch it. Yeah, I have to crouch it. I forget to. I don't have to really worry about that as Neon, but yeah. The specific maps that you should learn to shit on. You can get up onto specific things, learn how to move around fluently, right? That wasn't very fluent, but you know, you get the drift. You catch it, right? I still can't come up here fluently from doing any of this. Oh, maybe I can. Getting onto small boxes, right? This one's a little difficult. But there's like very specific things that you should be learning. Knowing how to get up onto heaven the normal way. And then knowing how to get up onto heaven the cool way. You know, shit like that you just gotta learn how to do. Maneuver around the whole map and all that shit. It's really good to understand how to do that shit. I suck at it sometimes. It's just I'm not used. Well, I'm used to Counter-Strike's movement. Like apparently there's a way that you can get across from here. Yep, didn't know that. Yeah. So many weird little jump spots. Binding your jump to scroll wheel works as well. I like using scroll wheel. Yeah, just learn how to do little tiny things like that. I didn't mean to hit E. It's a very good thing to try and learn. Do stretching and all that shit, you know. Make sure your aim is on point. Yeah. Sometimes I get home from work and I don't have enough time to play. So I just learn, I come into here and just maneuver around the map entirely. That's it. Just sit here and do weird jumps the entire time. Thought I could make it through there. Another movement tech that I just learned, apparently you can actually come up places silently. Like if you're playing as Neon and you're trying to get up here, if you shift walk and jump up here, it becomes quiet. And some wild shit I do now from time to time is I'll slow walk here, right? Then I'll come here and shift jump all the way up here. So I'm at a weirder off angle than this. It's different, it feels different. So I can actually win my gunfights a little bit different. But it also works up here. And it works normally even if you bunny hop. You can maintain speed and everything. So if you're trying to scale up here quickly, but you're also trying not to make sound, you know, just start a run and just b-hop your way all the way up. And it's silent the whole time. You can even add flourishes and all that shit. It's completely silent. I suck. Holy shit. I think it's even silent for the jump. No, it's not. So just know that once you get to the top, you gotta land like right here instantly, or not make noise. But you should always pretty much just stop right there anyway. But it's good for her, because I can maintain speed the entire time. So now I have off timings and all that shit. It's so badass, right? And this shit works even for the map starts with an S. It's not split, right? It is split. So on, I believe it's B, you can actually make it all the way to B-side heaven as Neon quietly if you're starting from CT. Was it? I think it's CT spawn. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So badass. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do it before, but it's such a nuts like thing to know, think about. If it's a 1v1 and you know where one person is, you can deadass as her. Everything, because I don't care enough. All the way over here. You can make it up here quietly from down here. So let's say, right, you're in spawn, your whole team dies, right? But it's a 1v1, right? So, you know, you check your normal spots, right? You come over here, check this, check over there, right there. Or let's say it's a 2v1 or something. You get a pick here, right? You can sit here and run and get all the way up here quietly. So you just be like, that's a big amount of distance. Like you just hopped all the way up here, and now you have a crazy timing to just be able to check here, check there, clear this, hold this angle, you know, come out and all that shit. It's so nuts, right? You can do it all the way up here, from here, like, because they know you're gonna run, right? Anyway, so if you get a pick, you can make it all the way up here. That wasn't the cleanest, because obviously, right? That's slower too, right? Even though I made noise right here, you can just deaden noise here too. Doing the whole shift walking thing. Right? That's such a nuts thing to think about. I can deadass get from here up here quickly as shit. Like, with no noise whatsoever. Same thing with over here. I can get a pick right here, right? You know, let's say someone's heaven right here. Pick right here. I can toss up a wall that blocks all of that and then start here. Fuck. I fucked up my jumps. But basically, I fucked up my jumps again. But basically, why am I fucking this up? I'm rushing it. That's why. All the way up here. And although it won't really make any sense to continuously do this, if you have a smoke here, if you get a frag and then someone smokes there, you can come up here, toss a wall, come into this corner, peek out here, right? It's such a like nutty thing to think about, right? I don't think there's anything on the other side. Of course, everyone. Can I make it all the way through here? Ooh, I might actually be able to make it all the way through here. Damn. I actually think that I can make it all the way up there. Truthfully, if I can make one jump here, make it up here. Of course, all the way up here, silently, is nuts. So that's 2 heaven flanks that you can do, or 2 heaven pushes that you can do quietly and quickly. Yes, you would have to get up here. Someone would have to swing with you quick as shit right here to get this up here. Like, make sure this is clear, make sure that's clear over there. But the fact that you can deadass just, fuck it, and run all the way up here, like, this is already crazy, right? They already knew I'm coming this way, but I can get up here quickly, silently as well. And the whole point is, you're trying to be silent anyway, right? If you're silent upon the approach, then they don't know the timing of when you're about to swing. I did something wrong here. I know what I did. I did a weird hop. So you can still do it to get all the way up here. It's just a lot less quick as your neon. Like, it's such a good thing that you can do that for neon players. Practicing box jumps. You can't get up here though. At least I don't know how to get up here. It's like half my fucking height. You know, that's nutty. And of course, the rotate through here. On the way down, you can't do anything. Unless you're coming from A over here. The same thing goes for this way as well. Such a nutty thing. Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. What? You can walk up here. Like, what the hell? Like, I made it all the way up here, and now I could swing this guy if he was there. But even after you get up here, I can now with the new update. I made noise, but that's because I let go of my shift. So many little things. But I believe sliding carries speed still. Yeah. So I can use my slide as a reset of speed if I lose it. So if I get up here. I can use it like that, but I'm kind of bad at it currently. I'm dead ass gonna practice. Ooh, see? But you can see it. It's such a nutty thing. I wish someone was watching this shit so they could see this. Bro, what? There's probably a way that I can get up here from there, too. No. But think about how nutty that is. I can come from all the way up here. I can, sorry, so technically, right, if I do this perfectly, I can come from a rotate over here. Sorry. I could b-hop my ass from here. I'm fucking it up again, but I can technically come all the way up here from A main. I messed it up, but slide out there, right? If I get a good angled slide and make no noise the entire time except for when I drop from A main on down to tunnels up until I slide right there. And even with me sliding here, I can slide this way. And now you won't know if I went there or here. Cause then after the slide, shift walk. Shift walk. All the way through. So now, unless you're holding heaven. Unless you're holding heaven here, here, or in here. Sorry, really? If you're holding heaven here, or in this corner, or on boxes here, you won't know that I made it all the way up there. That's nutty. A full rotate silently. And then I still have a second slide. Right? I'm using this tech so much now. I swear on my life. I'm gonna swing this, right? Get a pick. Or not get a pick. If one of our teammates die, I call a rotate back. So then I go, sorry. I call rotate back, so then I go here. I suck, but why did that mess up? I swear. Hold on, let me get the timing. It's quicker than this. Nope. It's a little sooner. Okay. Right. So I can technically come down here. Yeah. I can't. I can't. I'm doing like terribly. It's unpractical, but I'm still gonna try and do it until I can perfect it. I can't. Alright, I gotta practice this. But you catch my drift. I think that's nutty. And there's probably so many other spots on there that help it. Because most people know that, or a good amount of people who are higher ranked know that you can make it through mid, hopping all the way through, retaining speed. And if you learn it on almost any map that needs it, I'm pretty sure there's one on Sunset where you can just literally go mid. There's probably one where you can get from mid to elbow. Sorry, not from mid to elbow. A to elbow, because B is the left one for some reason. I think. Silently, which is all impractical, especially off round start. But the fact that it's a thing is very good, because that means that anytime that if I'm trying to make a rotate all the way back, I can technically rotate all the way back, especially late game. Makes everything so much easier. Ascent, you can get upstairs. You could probably go. No, you can't go anywhere from there. You can come all the way up towards heaven on B side. Tree? No. Breeze, I don't think it's in rotation right now. Bind, you can get all the way up that slope. Heaven, there's really nothing on there for it. Mid, yes. There, yes. Yeah, there's like a couple of places on multiple different maps that you can make a crazy rotate as her silently. Going up there, you can make it silent. You can rotate straight, straight through the air quietly, but that doesn't make any sense because you kind of want to check those corners. Haven. You could flank them from seaside. C or is it A? The one with heaven. Heaven and hell. That side. I think that's C side. I mean, I think that's A side. You could technically B hop all the way through elbow, or is that cubby? All the way up to get a flank on them, as long as no one's watching. But at that point, you've already committed to that little fight anyway. Icebox. There's nothing that has a real upward slope. Lotus. Going B side, I mean A side, coming up from the corner of boxes, you can definitely make it up there silently. It's just not very practical, especially if someone's peeking from C. C? Yeah, C. There's really nothing that you could do there. B, nothing. You just do normal B-hop tech to get up the fucking boxes. Pearl. I don't play Pearl. We don't really have Pearl as much. But yeah, that's it. Very cool. Very fun. I gotta wait till 8 o'clock now for something to come out. Also, I think the Nocturnum skin pack is really badass. My favorite is the knife right now. It's just, I don't have any Radiant points to actually upgrade this to this one, or this one. I kind of want to do the yellow or the blue one, mainly because it matches the Kuronami rifles that I have. I can also get it do the red here, but I don't have a Judge skin. I don't have a Judge, a Bucky skin, a Stinger skin that's actually good, a Shorty, or an Outlaw skin, or the Ares, or Odin, or Op skin. I don't use the Op actually at all. I think I've used it once or twice, and I did I did good with it. I just don't like using it. It's not fun to me, personally. But these skins that I have are literally from battle passes. I'm not getting an Odin skin. I don't see a reason to. If I do, it would be this one, but I'm not going out of my way to buy it unless it's like the last skin pack that I don't own anything for. Sentinels of Light is cool too, but they don't have a color that would fit it. Prism, you have that one and this one, but it looks stupid. It doesn't look good. Prism 3. Prime. It would probably be a Prime. Even though I don't think it looks particularly decent on it. Neo Frontier has some colors. This one would probably... It might be Neo Frontier. But I'm not going out of my way to buy it. No one glitch pop. I forgot that this was a skin pack that was for this gun. The blaster one too is cool. It's just they don't have it in a color that I actually would use. So yeah, doesn't matter, truthfully. I'm running the champions. I was running the champions on this one until this one came out, and I just like the way this gun sounds, the way it looks. It's a hard toss up between these two. Like, it's a really hard toss-up. These are the two main ones I'm going to use, even though I have Reaver as well. I've really got, like, a decent lineup here. I got Reaver, Nocturnum, and Champions 2024. That's nuts. The Blaster one is cool. There's only one other Vandal that I want. And it's this, Primordium one. It doesn't look like this little indentation here is weird. It's very edgy, which I like, but it's almost too edgy. But this kill animation is something fucking else. The sounds it makes too, but literally having the Blades of Chaos standing in the center of it, the whole world turns blue with a big ass pentagram in the sky. Like, bro, there is something so cool about that shit. If only it had a good equipped animation. I also want the black market one. I'm a sucker for black market shit. I think there's a black market Phantom. Oh my god, classic. That's probably the only one that I don't want. But then again, for the classic, either the Nocturnum one or the Spectrum one or this black. No, this is the black market one. That's so beautiful. I also like the RGX one. But this one, the sound, the look, man, this is top here. I don't really care for Bucky. One that catches my eye, I'll grab it. Probably the Prime one is up there. The Neo Frontier or the Oni. The Oni Bucky is nuts. I kind of like that one. This one's kind of goofy. I kind of like it. This one's also goofy looking. I thought there was one for Night Market. No, that's I know which one that is. Judge, I don't really care for either. I'd probably get like a really goofy one too. Or just to get this get Killjoy on my shotgun. This is also kind of cool, I guess. There's not really anything for the... If it's really... This is goofy though. If it's not, like main weapons I would use on a consistent, like I like this Spectre, I like some of these other ones. The Void Dreamwing is alright, but this is fun to look at. The infantry one, that's what it is, the infantry other one. This one is weird looking, but like it fits the gun. Kuronami, of course I would want that. A Kuronami fucking Spectre. But it would confuse me too much. No, it won't, because it's not a... Prime is good. RGX. Recon is probably my favorite. Like my favorite. And then there's this one which also looks cool. I just got it because it was there. And I think there's also the little Game Boy one that I don't remember the name of. Operator, I just don't like. I just don't like the Operator, personally. Also, this has a Vandal too, would be badass. I just don't like the Operator. Don't use it. I wouldn't use it for anything. If I found it on the ground and it was a better weapon than what I had, I would probably get the Prelude or the something. This one looks weird, a little too edgy. Valiant is okay. It's just I don't find snipers and tactical shooters fun. Like snipers in like Valorant, Counter-Strike, CSGO is Counter-Strike, bro. R6, not fun. Don't like them. Because there's no goofiness, though. This one's okay. Well, I also like the knives that I have. I got the regular, degular black market butterfly knife. This came from nothing. Like, I could just unlock this. It came from the last battle pass. Nocturnum, probably my favorite, if not my second favorite. And this would be like my third. I've had this one for so long, I'm kind of over it. I want the Oni one. And I also want a kunai. I don't know what kunai I want, though. I just want a kunai, truthfully. The only one that I don't want, the only kunai that I truthfully... Oh, and then I want this as well. I think it would be this one. This is probably my favorite. Well, one of the ones that I would get. But I don't want this shit over here. Where the hell are you? It's this one. This shit is ugly, bro. Like, it's cool to look at, but there's no animation really. It's just a pull-out animation, and then it's a normal knifing animation, I believe. Doesn't even show you. It's literally the only animation that it has. I want something with like a spin on my finger or some shit. Of course, this is probably like one of the best. Yeah. This is probably my favorite one. I don't really have like good kunais. Like, that's badass, but it's just like too, I don't know, it's too feminine for me. Like, I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm into feminine shit. That one's not it, bro. Like, that shit is, it just doesn't, there's nothing really else that could take his place besides this champion one. But I can't unlock this anymore. This came out last year, and I wasn't playing during that time. And the kunai doesn't even look like crazy good. But the knifing animations just remind me of a regular knife. What are we saying? Oh. Different tiers with how many kills you get. Outside of that, there's nothing really else. Of course, there's some butterfly knives and some other shit that's in here that's cool. Like, I personally find this one okay. I just wish they would have went with something better, like a big ass Bowie knife or some shit, but they didn't. So, Prime is cool. The way it drops out is badass. Like, come on. This one, Power Fist. This little group of weapons. Alright, always so cool. I want an Oni Claw. Neo Frontiers is that cool to me. I don't like axes in this game. I don't like anything that you put over your hand. It's supposed to be like a weird blade. It doesn't fit for me. Like this shit, where you can like stab someone with your wrist. It's goofy. Like, look, huss. It's goofy. Swords are cool. The double swords are kind of cool. Sovereign is okay. I'm not a fan, really. Butterfly knife, of course. I'm into that shit. This is cool just because it's different. Blaze of Chaos type shit. fact that lava is literally just spewing off my weapon is nuts. That's cool, I guess. That one's okay too. This just reminds me of like that's quite literally like this is just an energy sword. This is just an energy sword. It even has the same like pull out animation. It's just a little bit more edgy with extra slashes instead of one just big ass slash. But this scythe is so badass. There has not been anything that I've seen that has had something like this. I wish it had 2 inspect animations though. I wish it had one that was just a regular inspection animation, but if you flick twice or something along those lines, you get to pull out the other weapon. Because I wish the inspection animation was a little bit like better. Because all we do is look at the knife, but then we just toss it up and it pulls it to scythe. Now it's a scythe, the pull animation is different, tagging the animation, but then when you flick it into whatever it is, you kind of just like stare at the scythe. Come on. Kind of just like stare at the scythe. Come on. And then flick it. But like when you're b-hopping, it doesn't look as cool. Like the RGX one, the fact that you can deadass just cool. Guess what? I'm running around the map. I can flip it like that. I can do a triple flip, and then it'll just turn into a different color. Ding, 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 and it's so cool. It just flicks endlessly, which gets kind of annoying at times. This, of course, has a great animation. You can toss it over your arm. It has a great slashing animation, a stabbing animation. See that? Like, that's badass. And then, of course, the one that I used for so long. That one's kind of cool. This one doesn't have an animation. Just use normally. But yeah. So, I don't know. I just think that so many cool things that are in this game now. I'm enjoying it. And I can't wait to continue doing like a stream and all that shit. Playing this shit. Truthfully. That's how I feel about it. Nonetheless, I'm good. I think that's the end of this. I'm gonna, I guess, attempt to turn this into a video. Not the full thing, of course, but, you know, make 3 separate videos. I'm not gonna put, like, crazy animation into it. I just want to take one, turn it into something, take another, turn it into something, and then walk away. I'm having a lot of fun currently with it, so might as well. I'm not gonna treat this like Tekken where I was having so much fun and then all of a sudden I just stopped. So, nonetheless, I hope y'all enjoyed. Even though nobody really joined, I don't care. I'm having a good time. I'm playing a different game. There's not many questions, so I don't really have to answer that much. But I get to play these games and enjoy it. I'm not really pushing myself out there. I should probably do a little bit of that, but I'll do that later in the future when I actually want to do that, and when I get this set up as well as I want it to. So, nonetheless, I've done that twice, 3 times. Jesus. Nonetheless, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all can come back and see it. Enjoy the next time that I do stream and all that shit. And I believe the next time I stream, I'll start my Curtis, like the actual climb up the rank ladder. I'm just gonna gain some more confidence, go into some areas, so I can get better at the game. Hopefully, we can have someone that joins us on this road to making it to high ranks. So, but yeah, I don't know. Peace.